Hi, Brian.
Hi, Lynda.
Hi, Gary.
How are you?
I'm fine. Well, I'm not fine. I'm not
No.
fine. I'm
No,
sad.
no.
You know, this is awful.
It is awful.
And I have to say, we're so lucky to be at home in our beautiful homes. I know so
Yes.
many people who are suffering, that not that have
Yeah.
the virus, but that have, just difficult working conditions.
And the stress of not knowing when you're coming back, if you're going to have your job, what's going to go on, financial situations. I mean, it's very, very stressful
Even
for everybody.
having children at home 24/7, little ones, that's
Yeah.
hard.
Yes.
Really
Schooling,
hard.
the
So
schooling is
all
hard.
of us at House and Home are working from home, and miraculously we're able to, keep turning out content, but it's not
Yeah.
easy. So
No.
before we get started, I think we should do a shout out to our healthcare workers. Aren't they amazing?
Oh,
Right.
the best.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
The best. Like putting their life online, their health online every day to keep us well. And that's why I say we must do whatever we can to stay home, don't catch this virus. And by doing that, we'll protect our healthcare
Yes,
workers.
exactly. So introduce us to this handsome gentleman beside you.
This is my Gary. We've been together.
Hi there.
We lived together 20 years. We've been together a little over 20 years.
And this will be the true test the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Just-
Well, at our house, we have this person, imaginary. Her name is Esther, and she keeps screwing up. I mean, Esther leaves dirty coffee cups all over the house. We complain about her all the time.
Oh, yes.
Esther
yes.
can't
we've
make a
got,
bed.
We've got Gary. We've got Gary.
It's true, no.
Yes, I've got to get him hooked on coffee. That's the problem.
That's it.
He doesn't drink coffee.
No.
So this is the first episode of Housebound. This is our
Yes.
new series. You're housebound, I'm housebound, and we want to bring our viewers just some moments of happiness, maybe a distraction, maybe some
That's-
inspiration.
We all need.
Absolutely.
We all need all of it.
Yes. So you're sitting in your dining room, maybe? Where are you?
I'm sitting in my dining room. In the
Behind
dining
you
room.
is your living room.
Yeah, behind me is the family room.
Move your head for a minute. Oh, it's a beautiful room. Everything
It
is
is.
taupey and beigey and
Yes.
a little bit
and
of
some
white.
chocolate brown, and the carpet's a chocolate brown. Are you going to go start your car?
I'm going to go start my car.
Are you
guys
kicking him
enjoy-
out?
Yes, we're going to talk design.
Okay,
Exactly.
we're going to talk
It's around
design.
the house. I've got a couple weeks to get caught up
And
on
anyway,
things.
he's got to start getting ready. He's the cook, right?
Right.
He's the cook.
I, gotta
I
prep
hear
the
you're a
next
good
meal.
one. Bye, Gary.
He is an amazing cook.
Bye.
Bye. So that room, we have a chocolate brown carpet, which sort of anchors the room because I like contrast. The floors are very dark. The surround around the fireplace is this dark honed Belgian marble. And then the paneling is all this great creamy taupey color.
Beautiful.
The drape, same color. I love it. It's a very comforting space.
It's a classic color. My room is kind of the same color. And
And I did that room 20 years ago.
yeah, me too.
So now, as we were talking, and you're in your house, and I'm on conference calls, I'm in Zoom meetings, I'm FaceTiming, and I'm here all day looking. And I'm like, I got to change that wall color.
To what?
It's time.
To what?
Well, not drastic, but I think I'm going to change the wall colors to be a little more. These have a slight greeny cast to them, and I'm going to change it to a more, I think, vanilla-y,
Fresher.
goldy color, fresher
A
color.
bit fresher. Because
Yes,
I
but
think that it's more modern to be fresher.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I'm going to, we talked about changing up some of the upholstery in the house, recovering things, maybe change up some of the sofas. But yeah, I definitely we're going to change things. We had, as we had a flood recently, and the kitchen was destroyed, and we redid the kitchen. So the kitchen became a little more modern, but kept a lot of the classical elements. And I think
Your
that's what I have to do.
kitchen, I know your kitchen before, and we certainly have a house tour of it, and we've shot
Yes.
it. And your kitchen after is coming up, but I really hope that on a different episode of this show, you'll take us on a kitchen tour.
I will, because I love the kitchen. I just love the way it looks.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that we made the changes, and we turned a bad thing into a positive thing.
Okay, so tell
A
me
flood that was a
about
disaster.
the new white you might go to, or the new cream. Do you actually know what you're going to use?
I don't know the color yet, but we're doing a project right now for a couple that is, it's so fabulous, the color scheme, and it feels like sunny California, beautiful. It's like a creamy goldy color.
Okay, next time we
where you-
meet, I mean, this way, virtually, show us the
Yes.
color, okay?
I will, and I'll show you some pictures of the inspiration, which are beautiful. And we're using like Jean Royer furniture, and mixing it. But the wall, she wants the walls paneled and painted, and limestone floors and things like that. So it's really going to be quite beautiful. Some of the wood floors are going to be this, the wire brushed, creamy, but it's going to be more natural. The floors.
Wire brushed. Okay, we'll
Wire
get into
brushed
that.
floor.
So
Yeah.
I want to know, let's talk about people at home who are
Yeah.
looking at their rooms maybe for the first time in a long time.
Really looking at their rooms.
Really looking at their rooms.
Yes.
A lot of people have told me that when this is over, and it will be over, and we're all back to work and feeling inspired, they're going to redecorate.
I definitely think if I'm thinking about that, and I love my house, I think everybody's going to
Yeah.
think that. I think you're going to look at your house and go, "Oh my God, I've been here for."
And even
cooped
just, you
up,
could
gotta
even
make some
start with
changes.
small things. So you're at home and you want to make a plan for what you're going to do. Let's talk about some of the small things that we can do to make our homes just look a little better during this time when have our rooms under a microscope.
Well, I definitely think, which I've already started, I've edited the library and I've reshuffled some of the bookshelves. I've definitely edited a lot out of the bookshelves.
Are you getting rid of stuff?
I am getting rid of stuff, and I've read so many books. Like I'm going to send you a picture. I've got like 100 books on the floor stacked that I've read in the
Like
last
not
while.
design books?
Not design. The design books that I read, I keep, but novels and biographies. So I'm getting rid of that, and that really opened up the bookshelves. I have some collections. I'm taking some of that out, and I've edited the coffee tables and taken out some of the
Do you
stuff.
have any books there you want to show me? Any new ones? I've got a couple to show you. Oh, I love Robert
Great.
Stillen. Oh my
Okay,
God.
yes. So this is a new book.
Yes, and that shot, I have that shot on my Instagram because it's in our issue. I love that shot.
Isn't that a great shot?
I love his place. This is
So-
his place in the Hamptons?
Yes. So I'm at that stage reading the book because I really do read the.
I
even
visited
design
him at
books.
his place, We taped
What's
it.
he like?
Oh, he's lovely. He's very low key. He's low key. He's handsome. Very
Is he?
handsome.
Yes, he is handsome.
Very
I've seen him on
handsome.
Instagram.
And his kitchen's fabulous. And he's just, what is he? He's low key and he's very classy and casual, but kind of in a refined way. You would love him.
And that's the way his interiors are. His interiors are beautifully curated. They are soulful, and they're somewhat undesigned.
True.
They're quite beautiful
They're
spaces.
true.
So I've read about half. That's where I've read so
I've
far
got to get
because I
that
read.
book.
I
Didn't
read
even
them.
know it was out.
Yes, and this is the perfect time to order books. But so I read those books, but the novels and the biographies, I have about 100 on the floor. I'll show you a picture of those at some
I
point.
love biographies. What have you got going? I love biographies.
Let me see.
Okay.
I'm working on this one
Oh,
myself.
yes, there's that book too.
That's a good one too. I like that one.
That's
I've
a
read that
wonderful
many
book.
times.
Can people order
Many
it? They can
times.
order it online.
Yes,
Yes.
they can order it
Okay,
online.
so I want to show you a book.
Let me see.
This is a good one. Gary will like this. It's called The Kitchen. It's
Oh.
a serious book. It just came out. Serious meaning it's the history of the kitchen
at
through
that.
the ages.
Oh, wow.
And it's wonderful stories about all the famous kitchens. You'll recognize some of them, not
You have to
just
order-
Julia
Oh,
Childs.
absolutely.
It's
He's gotta
really
order that
good.
one.
Yeah, it's really good. The Kitchen by John Ota.
I'm on
Okay,
it.
back to you. So, all right, here's something I'm doing at home. It's not politically correct to go to the flower store. In fact, I think they're shut down. And even
Yes.
when I'm at this supermarket, I'm not buying flowers. So I went to the basement and hauled out myself flowers that I haven't seen in years. I don't even know why I kept them. But they're here. Let's see, how can I show them to you? Can I just pull them into the shot?
Yes, pull them in.
Yeah, they're silk flowers. Can you see them?
Yes,
They're like
that looks so
blossoms.
pretty.
And you know what? They're fine. I put some rocks in the bottom of the vase to make them look more real. I tried putting water, but didn't work because they started to get,
You have to change the water every day if you put it
like
in there.
every
real-
hour because they made the water turn brown. But they're giving me pleasure at a
But
time
you know
when-
what you have to do also, and I've done this yesterday, open all the drapes, open all
Yes.
the blinds.
Yes.
And I'm sitting in the dining room, I'm looking towards my living room straight ahead, and we have the small shutters, and I usually keep the lower ones closed and the upper ones open
Yes.
because I can see the sidewalk from it and people are walking by. I thought just open everything up, and I've taken some pictures of how gorgeous the light is shining down.
Yes.
And while I'm cooped up in the house, I need sun. So I've been sitting wherever the sun is moving. I'm
Yes.
sitting.
I'm
so
in
the
my
other day I was.
I'm in my dining room. This isn't my
Yeah.
home office because this is where
Yeah.
the light's the best.
Exactly. And what I did was the light on it. We have this huge window on our staircase. I was sitting on the landing reading a book, and the sun was shining on me, and it felt so fabulous.
It's
You have to do.
fantastic.
If you have a window that you get sun in, you've got to sit in front of it.
It's kind of a time to fall in love with your house.
It
It's
is,
kind
and you
of
know what?
to pay attention.
And I love my house, and I have always loved my house, and I don't understand how you can live in a space that you don't love. Like you can create any space and make it your love
I feel
nest.
like there's two kinds of people in the world. There are people who are in tune with their environment and they don't want to live in a place that doesn't make them feel happy. And there are
Yes.
people who just tune out. They're just not aware.
I think if you're really not aware and you don't care,
Well, you just
hire
have other
someone to help you.
priorities.
Well, true, and hire someone to help you because I guarantee those people that say it's not important to me, like fashion is for not people, interior design is. I guarantee if they get someone, a professional that is in sync with sort of their lifestyle, and they do their home for them,
They'll
with
get
them.
pleasure. Okay, so let's go back to tips for people at home. What are you working on that they can find inspiring?
What am I working on now?
Or just anything you can think of that's inspiring you.
You know, this house that we're working on for this young couple is very inspiring because there's a freshness to it. And it's very much my style, my personal style, in that it has that traditional architectural detailing. The whole house will be painted. You know, we were in a construction meeting today on our conference.
You mean you were virtual?
We were virtual. We had
yeah.
a Zoom meeting,
A Zoom meeting.
And then, yes, we weren't in person, but we could see each other, and we were reviewing drawings and things like that. And the builder said, "How many paint colors do you think?" I'm going to tender out the paint contract. How many paint colors do you think
Can
there
I
are going to be?
guess how many rooms is it?
It is 4, 5, a lot of rooms, like maybe 20.
So you're going to have like 30 paint colors?
We're going to have 4.
4? What do you mean 4? What are you going to do?
4. So we've decided, and that was her idea, is that most of the rooms are going to be painted this beautiful, creamy vanilla.
Okay.
And her living room is going to be very dark.
Can you tell us the colors?
Yes, the living room is going to be like this smoky brown, smoky chocolate.
You're not going to give us the real colors, though.
I haven't picked it yet.
Okay. Living room,
But
I'll
I will
ask you
give them
next
to you.
time.
I'll give it to you. And then the foyer is going to be, and the living room and the living room is going to be the chocolate. The library, the dining room, the kitchen are going to be this beautiful creamy color. Floors are going to be either limestone or natural oak. The family room is going to have limestone walls because we want it to feel like an outdoor courtyard.
Limestone walls
Walls.
on the indoor family room.
Yes, because
Wow.
we're doing a glass ceiling and we're going to have beautiful, huge windows out to the garden. And the room sort of projects out from the house, so it'll have glass on 3 sides, part of it, and a glass. So I really want you to feel like you're outside when you're in that room. And then all the bedrooms and things upstairs, we're going to do the same coloring. We may change the fabrics and things like that. And the master may be a little warmer color, maybe a saddle color.
So this is all natural outdoor colors, colors of nature.
And fresh.
And fresh.
Like wheats and creams and vanillas. But there's definitely a goldy cast to the chenilles, like let me just see if I have.
I would love some visuals here. That's what we've been waiting for.
Let me see what I have. Like, I would say there's gentle cream.
I've
but
got
I'm
my
looking
decks
at,
here. Benjamin Moore, you've got?
Yeah, Benjamin Moore, gentle cream.
Oh, I've got the wrong Benjamin Moore deck for that.
Let me see what I've got here. Like even in here,
Let's see. Which
like
one?
in here.
Yeah.
So this is ivory white, barely beige, sandy brown.
Yeah. So do
So
you
these,
find, like, I think a good trick for people, which they maybe don't know, is that if you stay within one color card, they're always complimentary. Like,
absolutely.
you can walk through the house and use one color card, and you can step the colors, and it'll work.
Completely. And we're going to do some wallpapers in linens and grass cloths in these colors
Sounds
also.
like a great house.
It's going to be so fabulous.
Oh, can I just segue into this? The May issue has arrived. I just want to tell you that it was printed before the shutdown. You know,
Yes.
magazines happen way ahead.
Yes.
So it's either in your mailbox today or it's on the newsstands at supermarkets and drugstores that are allowed to be open. But you can download it on your iPad for free at the App Store
oh,
starting
I've got
April
to do
6th.
that tonight.
April 6th. Yep, it starts. And so we're going to keep that content going. Lots of stuff on our video channels.
See, I used to have it come to my house, but I don't have it come to my house anymore. I have it come to my office because my office wants it. So everybody sits at lunch and they go through the magazine together, and then I take it home.
Well, when your grocery delivery comes, tell them to throw in a copy.
Exactly, I will. No, I'll go online. I'll go into the app.
Yeah, of course. Do that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, so this house is really cool and very bright. You know, another thing we're using more of are things like a house I'm doing in Long Island. We're using more of the
Oh, pretty. Florals.
yes, these
Big,
beautiful
oversized
floral
florals.
wallpapers.
One of them looks like foil.
Yes,
And
it
the
has like
other
a
one?
silver leaf background.
And who makes those?
Well, we've done some Gracie, and this is actually by Brunswick and Fee.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So these are
Oversized florals are huge. For,
Huge,
for
and this
sheets,
is on a silk background.
beautiful. For bedding,
thi-
for
and it-
wallpaper.
And I love this color. It's like a masculine tobacco color silk
Yeah.
with all these beautiful colors on it. So
Very
we're using
mousy.
that. And in that house, we're doing, this is the accent color in Long Island. We're
Oh,
doing
beautiful.
this beautiful green,
Beautiful.
striated silk, and this cut velvet damask.
Okay,
and
what
that's gonna
color, what color are you using now that you didn't used to use? What's exciting you?
We're using a lot of green. I love green.
Did you always love green, or is this new?
No, I don't think I always loved green.
I never liked green, but I like it now.
Well, this is so beautiful. Like, look how
Beautiful.
rich that is.
Beautiful.
And a lot more in a tobacco color. We're using tobacco.
Yeah.
I'm also using this, which is a twill. Twills are all back, as you know. And I've
Beautiful.
done this in the black and white.
Very nice.
This one and this one's so pretty also.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
And
very
that's for-
Asian. That's very Asian.
Very Asian. And we're doing it in a room that's all this ivory. I've got this beautiful Ralph Lauren linen damask.
Beautiful.
And then we're using this with it.
Nice. So you're doing all
And-
this. Are these, you're working at home with your
With this.
samples?
With this, isn't this just
Oh, gorgeous rugs.
this, and this?
Very nice.
Isn't that
You're
nice?
very good
That's
at
for
holding
very-
it up to the camera.
I'm trying.
Very
and it's,
good.
You know, and it's a great look for this house. The house was built in 1670. It was built in the south of France, in Dijon,
Mm-hmm.
and it was dismantled in 1927
Mm-hmm.
and shipped by boats to Long Island's Gold Coast.
No.
And rebuilt, yes, and rebuilt on 20 acres on the coast of Long Island.
Do you have a picture?
I do have a picture. Let me see if I can pull this up. And it was built, and it was rebuilt in 1927, and it has all the original paneling from the 17th
You told
century.
me about this house when we were at IDS together, but I haven't seen the picture.
There's a picture.
Oh yeah, that's fabulous.
That's one
It
wing
looks
of the
kind
house.
of
The house
Dutch
is
colonial, but it's not. It's French.
It's a French chateau.
Beautiful.
And here's another picture of it.
Okay, now how did this person find you, this client?
Well, this is the second project I'm doing for them. They live in New York City and Palm Beach, and I met them in Palm Beach. They're neighbors of ours, and they had a beautiful home in Palm Beach, and but it was very dark. And they came to our house many times, and they saw the house, and the husband said, "Oh, you've really got to redo our place, and in Palm Beach. And I was like, well, they're friends. They become friends. I don't want to do that. Anyway, Gary said, oh, they're so lovely, and you like them so much, and she has great taste, and you should do it. So anyway, we did it and had a great experience. And we finished the Palm Beach place, which is fabulous. And then they bought this house and said, okay, you've got to do this house, and now we're
That's
doing
great.
that.
Nothing better than happy clients.
Exactly. I would say 90% of my clients are clients I've had between 5 and 30 years. It's very rare we get new clients. It's because we're so busy with our existing clients. They're always buying new houses or lake houses or Florida houses or things like that.
I just hope the economy comes roaring back when this is over. It's already started, Brian. The market was a bit better today.
I know. You know what I really worry about is all my craftsmen and all my vendors. And that,
Me too.
while I'm able to work here, I mean, I've been sent boxes of fabrics and drawings and things like that. I'm working here in the dining room, but all my vendors are shut down.
I know.
And, we as soon as we get back, we
That's
have to
why,
start ordering
yes,
things.
that's why I want us to all be using our time at home to plan, because these people are going to need our support as soon as they reopen. We're all going to need everybody to support each other. And fortunately, the job sites, construction sites are not shut down, which is interesting.
No, not all of them, not all of them.
As long as the trades keep their distance and, they follow a protocol. So some of
Correct.
that's still happening, but otherwise it's at a standstill. But it's going to start up again soon. I want to show you something.
That's why I'm trying to pick out as much of the fabrics, picking out,
Can
the
you
furniture.
Can you move your laptop so I can see your desk? Yes, okay. That's what I want to see. This is a man at work. Cool.
Yes.
Very nice.
So what I've done is I'm trying to get ahead of this, and I've said to, I was on a conference with one of our team, with part of our team and a client, and I said, I'm going to give you all the furniture I'm speccing. I want you to put it or organize it in the book, so as soon as we're up and running, we can get the prices and the purchase orders. And if any of our vendors are still sort of working remotely, if they can price things, if they can start getting ready, because yes, as soon as we get back, we've got to get everything going. We've got to get people back to work.
Yeah.
We've got to get factories working. We've got to get all our craftspeople working, all our sales reps busy. We've got to do that.
So I want to show you something. I'm dying for you to see my lake house. As soon as this crisis is over,
We're
and
going
we're getting
up.
out again. Have I ever shown you a picture?
Yes, you did, and I said I'm going.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Here's a picture,
The roof
because
is
just
so
in case
gorgeous.
you asked, I have a picture here.
It has that
There it
gorgeous
is.
roof.
Yep.
Isn't the roof green?
Yeah, it's green. I'm sorry, I don't like it, but it's going to have to stay
I
green
like
for a
the
while.
roof.
Hold it a little bit closer.
I like the roof.
That's the lake house, and this is my inspiration shot. I want to do natural cedar siding,
Gorgeous.
cedar
Gorgeous.
shakes on the side. And
Gorgeous.
eventually, I would like to do a dark roof that's like slate or just really dark shingles. That's the inspiration. That's Commune Designs out of California did this house.
Beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful.
I'm not a designer, but I
That's
approve that look.
Yeah, thank you.
It's gorgeous.
Thank
gorgeous.
you. So I'm working on my lake house, and I'm working
Yes.
on the kitchen. And I want you to tell me if I'm crazy. I
Okay.
was shopping in New York like last month, 2 months ago, and I went to ABC, and I walked in and I saw something that inspired the new kitchen. And I bought 3 things and brought them back, which are my jumping off point, which are insane, but I want to show you.
Let me see.
I bought, just a minute. I bought this wooden cutting board. Not that I don't already have 20 wooden cutting boards, but this one it spoke to me.
Oh, gorgeous.
It just spoke to me. It's because it's so natural, and I love the coloration of it, and I like the rustic feeling, okay?
It looks vintage.
Yeah, it does, but it's not. And then
Cool.
I bought these dish towels, because I don't know, they've got a very
Beautiful.
tribal feeling. I love the
Beautiful.
color. I think
Yes.
it's just, again, a jumping
Beautiful.
off point, right?
That would make a nice pillow.
It would. And then you're going to think I'm crazy, but I found this. I love this color. It's the darkest eggplant I've ever seen. Now, it just so happens
love
to be a
that.
toilet bowl cleaner, but it doesn't matter.
That's
It's
a
the
beautiful
color.
toilet
Isn't that a
bowl cleaner.
gorgeous toilet bowl cleaner? They
I
have
would
these
love
at
grass cloth in
ABC.
that color.
Oh, And I thought this color with pale white, like unfinished pine, then this warm wood, then this all together, it just spoke to me.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I can do
That
a
is a
whole
gorgeous.
room with these things as my jumping off point. Don't you
Oh,
think?
wow. I love it.
Oh, good.
I would love a wall covering or a paint that color for
This
the walls.
color,
Yeah,
it's like
gorgeous.
aubergine. It's amazing. This and
I think
mustard.
every house should have a dark room,
I do too. Yeah.
a cozy.
And this lacquered,
a-
this color lacquered, oh, be
Gorgeous.
fantastic. And then
Yes.
the other thing is this. Oh, two more things. These tiles. So this is Siat. These tiles,
Love.
love. They come, you
Love.
can do the straight, you can do like a herringbone, and then you can do these, they all clip together to make it like a Moroccan pattern.
Oh, really? Those are from
Fantastic.
Siat.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them.
Fantastic. And they come in different colors: mustard, teal green, teal blue, green. And finally, this candle, because the hammered dark metal and the way, I don't know, this whole thing, like it's so tactile. I can feel my kitchen now.
I have that candle in New York. I
You
love it.
do?
I do.
It's spiritual. It smells like church. It's
I love it. And we
fantastic.
melted it down, and I kept the container because the container is so
Isn't
gorgeous.
the container great?
Yes, we cleaned it out and put pistachios in it
Yeah. Can you just move?
because move it which
I want you
way?
to move your camera around and show us a little bit more of your room. So all those surface applied moldings, anybody can do that.
Very easily.
It's
Very
not
easily.
expensive paneling. I do
No,
that in all
no.
my homes. I love that. Yeah.
And there's my big Coromandel screen,
Yeah,
which I think every
beautiful.
house has to have a little bit of that.
And you haven't painted your window frames black yet. You've resisted the urge.
I only have one set of doors that has that.
I have one
And
set
that-
too. And I like
that's
it,
a-
but it's just overkill now.
I just did it at the end of our hall because when you walk in the house, you have the front doors, which are black, and the foyer goes all the way through the house. So I painted them both black. So I have French doors at the back, which are painted black, and the front door, that
So
beautiful
it draws
dark.
your eye.
Yeah,
And
and then the
that's a
rest of
good
the house,
tip. That's a good tip about sight lines, the importance of sight lines. If you're home, get out your iPhone and go take pictures of all the sight lines in your house. And then print them if you can, and look at them. And you'll learn so much about what's wrong with your house because you're used
And
to seeing things in 2 dimension, in magazines.
Completely. And that's why when you're designing the house, like you see this archway behind me, that used to be a fireplace. And every room, the living room, the dining room, the family room at the back, you had to exit the room, go into the hall, go back. So what I did was I broke it all open. So when you're in the back room, you
Yep.
see through the dining room, through the
Yep.
living room to the garden at the front, and the same. Absolutely, the sight lines are so important, and I marvel at it all the time. I'm sitting in a chair sometimes, and I think, oh, that's a beautiful sight
Me
line. I just love the
too. I love it. I love to look down good sight lines. I love
Yes.
that. It's one of the
Yes.
most
And when-
satisfying things.
That's why when I'm working on floor plans, we're always thinking about what do you see,
Yeah.
and we'll get a plan from an architect, and I'll say, I don't want to look down the hall at a door unless that door is a beautiful room that it's going to be open. But if it's a closet or utility, or I don't want that there. Move the door off to the side. Put a piece of art or a sculpture. Sight lines are so important.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. So I've got lots of. I'm getting more and more ideas as I'm cooped up here.
Okay, so tell
But,
me what Gary's been making you for dinner.
Oh, what have we had?
What are
He
some
just
of the
came-
best things?
You know,
You know what? It's just being creative and recycling. I feel like I'm living on a boat where I just don't know when
Yeah.
I'm going to get another dock to pick up. And so,
well,
know
you
what?
made a beautiful. We had this this chicken. He took a barbecue chicken. We ordered a bunch of barbecue chicken, froze them. He took a barbecue chicken, shredded it, and one day we did it with these Chinese noodles. He steamed vegetables. Did you steam the vegetables?
Yeah, actually, I threw the water and the spices and the vegetables all in there.
And then put them with the noodles, so it was like a broth, and then put the barbecue chicken on top. That was so delicious.
Amazing.
And then we recycled the rest of the chicken the next day with a warm salad with feta cheese and vegetables. I
yeah,
love that.
broccoli, cauliflower,
Yum.
asparagus.
Okay, do
whatever,
you know
what?
about this cookbook, Gary? Nothing Fancy by Alison Roman. She's one of my
No.
favorites from the New York Times. So the new issue of House and Home has an excerpt by
Love
Allison
it.
Roman with recipes that you're going to love.
Love it.
Don't
And that's
forget.
what you have to do, and share them. Share them with friends, and you know what?
Show Gary
You
how to
know,
download it free at the App Store.
I will.
April.
I will.
Perfect. And yeah, so now we got lentil soup from my mother that I'm going
Oh,
to
I
pick
can't
up.
stand
and I'm
lentils.
dropping some.
Michelle's favorite thing are lentils. I have to leave.
Lentil soup.
I have to leave the house when he makes lentils. Just kidding.
He makes the best lentil soup.
He loves them.
And then, yes, and then we have some salmon. We'll grill some salmon and steamed vegetables. We're eating very healthy.
Yeah.
You know what? We also bought a chicken pot pie, which was so comforting.
Yeah, that
Cut it
is
into
comforting.
You know what? We cut it into 8s. We kept 2 pieces out, put the other 6 into the freezer, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you'll just.
And you're going to make some sorbets with frozen berries.
Yeah, I've got like a Vitamix where you just, you know what,
Yeah.
that with some ice, and you know, we don't want to gain weight. That's for sure.
Oh, that's for sure.
I think we're all gonna probably put our clothes on in 2 weeks and realize we don't fit into
I
them. That's the
know,
problem.
but I've been doing stuff at home, and I'm sure you have been too.
No, I walk around with my iPhone in case I've got all these calls. I think I did 300 steps yesterday compared to my
300?
usual.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
But Gary,
Compared to my
Brian
usual
promised us a
3,000.
kitchen tour next time of
Yes,
the new
we're going to
kitchen
show you the
reno.
new kitchen.
Absolutely.
It's gorgeous. I love it.
Great.
But important that we just keep our lights on, let everybody know we're home, check in on your neighbors,
Yeah,
give them a call.
that's true.
You know what? If you're running out, I mean,
Have
it's
Zoom
about being
happy
together.
hour. A Zoom happy hour.
A Zoom happy hour.
You know, we're doing team meetings because all our staff are working from home. And
Nice.
we're doing team meetings. We can get 12 people on the screen. And it's the
Yes.
best. Have you done
Like
that?
the Brady Bunch. It's like the
It's
Brady
the
Bunch.
best, yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's comforting to be able to see people and
Well,
see
now
that
I've
they're
been saying to
healthy.
people, exactly. Now I've been saying to people, don't call me, FaceTime me,
Yeah.
because I want to see you. And I
Yeah.
just prop the phone up, and we feel much more connected that way.
It's true. I
And it's
set
also-
my mom up on FaceTime. You know, she's 86 and she's on her own, living at home. She doesn't want anybody in her house and she doesn't want to go out of her house. But
I don't blame
she
her.
hates FaceTime. Why would I want anybody to see me? She says. Why would I want anybody to see me?
Yes. Yes.
That didn't work.
But you do feel very connected. I feel like, I'm not so isolated when I see people
Yeah.
on the screen, and, you chat or you're eating together,
Yeah.
and we're having dinners
Speaking
together
of that,
with friends.
Archie, come here, Arch. Come and get a cookie. I want you to meet my dog.
I'll come get a cookie.
Archie.
When did you get Archie?
Archie's 2. Come here. You'll be able to see him in a minute.
Oh,
Can you
he's a
see
big
him?
one. He's big.
Oh, he's very big.
Have you been taking
I
him for long
promised
walks?
you oh, of course. I promised you. He loves having me home and Michelle home. He thinks this is the best.
I know. He's going to get used to it.
I know. But I have to bath him myself. It takes a whole day
Oh,
to blow dry. Takes a day.
that looks like a little bit of work.
Yeah, but he has better hair than I do. Okay.
Oh my God.
Brian, this has been great.
It has been. I've
So
had a
let's
good
get
time.
together in like a week or two.
Perfect.
And maybe next week, and we'll do something that's more in-depth with some great
Okay.
ideas for people. And show
Perfect.
us more of your projects and give us your kitchen tour. I want your
I
kitchen
will.
tour.
Okay. So let's do that next week.
Yep. I know where to find you.
You know where to find me. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, because we're housebound.
We're housebound.
Bye,
We're
dear.
Bye. Mwah.
Bye, Gary.
Say goodbye.
Hold on.
Bye,
Bye.
Gary.
Keep in
Talk to you
touch.
next week.
See you next
Got it,
week.
for sure.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Love you.
Share the
Love you.
recipes. Love you more.